Hello and welcome to Her Many Faces. I'm Bethany and this is Bailey. She's my best friend. Today we're going to do something a little different for you all. We're going to go outside. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to go on a dog walk together. Just the three of us. So put your hat and gloves on, put on a jacket. It's 4 degrees Celsius and it does get cold with the wind. You guys ready? I know we are.
Welcome to Her Many Faces. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, here we go. A walk with Bailey. First up, we have to put on her harness and then her jacket. Next, we have to leave the building. I always have to take an elevator because I do live in a condo. Yep, she does not like the elevator. The first thing she did was go to the bathroom, and as a responsible pet owner, it's important that you pick up poop because it can make other people sick and other dogs sick. So that was the first thing we did. Bailey likes to stop and smell all the places that all the other dogs have been, so sometimes taking a walk can take a while. For this, I'm going to speed up our walking pace because we are in a rush to get to the beach. I'm taking a fast track to the beach area so we can get to the water quicker. A lot of times I will walk on the seawall, but it's not the same as getting closer to Sunset Beach, which is one of my favorite parts to walk. When we lived in a different part of the city, I used to go there every single day. Now, because it's about an extra 25 minutes, I don't make it out as often. I was really fortunate to have a sunny day, so it was time to go outside. Look at her dawdle. She is smelling something, and she does not want to walk. Sometimes this happens, but we keep the pace going and get there somehow. It's always good to pay attention to traffic. Oh, I love this store. It has a lot of fresh produce, and when it first opened up, I went there lots. Look who's dawdling again. I don't ever want to drag her because I think it's important. It's her walk, it's her time to be outside, so I try to balance between, no, we have to keep going, and yeah, okay, we'll stay here and smell things for a bit. This is the park that Bailey used to go to all the time. It's one of her favorite parks, George Wayburn, and I think she missed it a lot. But we are making it to the beach, so I am making sure that she is heading the direction we need to go because that's the most important thing right now, getting to the beach. And once she gets to the beach, I know she'll be really happy that she didn't spend too much time at the park. Oh, this is something new that they put up, a chandelier. It does actually come down and spin around in circles for like a few minutes twice a day, I believe at 11 o'clock and then again at 9 p.m. It was put here by the building that got built right to the left here. It's interesting. It's on Granville and Beach Ave, something worth checking out. Now we are on the seawall. I beelined it so that we were walking like more in the central area between all the buildings. It's not as pretty of a walk, but it does cut off a lot of time because the seawall is more of a scenic walk, so you will have the water next to you. It is a shared pathway with cyclists, but you have to be careful not to cut them off or be on their path. However, since COVID, they've been really trying to cut down on the traffic in this area, so they have made it so that closer to the beach area, they shut down the cycling path on the right here, and then opened up a street and shut it down to traffic so that the cyclists could have their own roadway around Stanley Park. So here we are getting up to the beach. It's really exciting. This is one of my favorite areas just to watch the water, watch the boats, think about life, just breathe. It really helps me remember why we moved to Vancouver in the first place because it is such a wonderful and beautiful area that I absolutely love. And when we come down to the beach, it reminds me that, yeah, this is where I always wanted to live since I was 14 years old, and here I am, living here. This is a pier that is relatively new. It's one of the stops that the little water taxis stop at. So you can actually take these little boats over to different areas. And instead of taking the bridges or walking there, the little boat will shuttle you to certain points on the map, whether it's Granville or just another point there. It's kind of like a bus, but on water. And one of them stopped to ask if we needed to go anywhere, but we got to see it as it floated away. which was quite lovely, although it did startle Bailey a little bit at first. She's not much for water, and I don't think she would like being on a boat, but we didn't mind watching it as it drove away. It was kind of nice, and you know, reminds you how simple life can be when you take the time. So we do a lot of walking on the seawall together. Bailey's pretty good at staying on her side and not in the bicycles. Also, you're not allowed to have dogs on certain beaches, so we have to go to beaches where it's allowed to have dogs. Spanish Banks is one of the other beaches we go, which is across the water. But Bailey does enjoy a good stroll. We probably go for about 3 to 6 walks, depending on how nice it is and how much she wants to be outside. Most days I would say 3 and then 6 if it's just short walks. If it's raining, of course, she does not want to go outside, so I kind of have to force her to get out for bathroom breaks. But she loves being on the beach, and she gets full zoomies every time we make it to the sand. I'm slowly getting her used to going into the water, but she is still afraid of the water. She doesn't even like baths that much. So it's kind of a miracle when she does enjoy being at the beach this much. She likes to play fetch, but mostly she just chases the stick. She never really brings it back. So really I play fetch and she plays chase. So we're playing 2 separate games at the same time. Good thing she's super cute, because I don't know if I would go pick up other people's toys like I do for Bailey. Yes, she is 11 years old and in pretty good health if you ask me. One of the other things I like to do when I'm at the beach, if I can take some time, is to throw stones in the water. And they're kind of like worry stones, so you think of all the things that you're worried about, you're fearful of, and you kind of put it into the stone and then you throw it into the water as like a symbolistic way of letting go of your fears and worries. So that's one practice that I do. Another thing that I do is just work on my breathing. And one of the breathing techniques I've been trying is where I breathe in for a count of 4 and then I breathe out for a count of 6. So it starts just very simply breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and breathing it in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this style of uneven breathing kind of just helps you recenter and feel better. Bailey does like to bring some of the beach home with her. Mostly it's sand. But next we just have to walk back. So I'm going to do that real quickly, and we will just get our cute little butts back home because there's still so much to do. She is excited when she gets home because sometimes she gets a treat, although it's not that time of the day. I think she just expects a treat whenever we come home. Thanks for coming on our walk. We really had fun.